How important is intuition when practicing Reiki or performing any type of energy treatment, and what is it really for? If you don't know me, my name is Berardino Nardella, and I've created dozens of courses on energy techniques and holistic disciplines for your personal and spiritual growth. In the description you'll find a link to my free course, Meditation and its Secrets, where I explain how meditation is actually a genuine energy technique and how you can use it to your advantage. But with that said, let's dive right into the topic of today's video. I'm making this video because my students often need guidance when giving treatments. For instance, Reiki treatments. They ask me how to do them, what symbols to use, what sequence of the symbols to follow, how to act in the presence of specific issues, and so on. This is normal, especially for those with little experience in Reiki, although doubts can arise even among experienced practitioners. This is because our minds continually create doubts within us. However, while performing treatments based on predefined patterns can be a solution and certainly has its own effect, the best approach when performing Reiki or any energy treatment is to let your intuition guide the process. What does this mean? It means ensuring that your mind doesn't guide the treatment, but rather allowing yourself to feel what is right in that moment. You must let your heart guide the treatment instead of your mind. The mind needs logical structures to guide the treatment. It requires rationality. Hence, the mind will always ask which symbols to use, where to treat, and all the information it deems necessary. But our heart doesn't need any of that. The heart simply acts when it needs to, without questioning how or why. It just does. This is because the heart possesses its own wisdom and knows what is right. It feels it, whereas the mind does not. Since we are so often identified with our minds, we lack access to this wisdom. And that's the real challenge. Intuition emerges when the mind is silent, when doubts disappear or are no longer heeded. To achieve this, you must act without knowing whether what you're doing makes sense or will have an effect, trusting entirely in your inner guidance, your intuition, because there will inevitably be an effect. This is challenging, especially at first, but with practice it becomes increasingly natural. When we manage to let our intuition emerge and use it in our treatments will become much more effective. This doesn't mean that a treatment will only be effective if I follow my intuition. I can also follow predefined sequences and therefore act with rationality. But remember that intuition will make your treatment much more effective. Let me know what you think about what I've said in the comments, and if you liked this video, I kindly ask you to give it a like to help me grow my channel. With that said, I say you goodbye and see you in the next video.